Action, Reese O'Madic. What the hell? What is going?
I know. I can't take the smile off my face.
People at home, look where we are. We've made it. Without officially making it.
It's just a mega upgrade for us.
It's like going from the dungeon at the Gabba to Springfield without that drive.
Yeah.
It is the new setup that we have going on. We're in the Fortitude Valley, close to where we've done some damage.
Serious nights out here, hours spent probably longer than at the footy club.
There'll be more
and
hours.
That's saying something.
It'll be hard for us to get more hours on a podcast compared to our nights out.
Absolutely.
Especially off-season.
So
Goodness gracious.
we are over the moon. We're going to have fantastic new content now. Everything's running so much better. Better cameras, better mics, lighting.
Preach.
It's, I'm not sweating my tits off in here. I can breathe.
And we don't have the aircon on yet.
It's it's an upgrade. We're in a great little space here.
I'm loving it. These chairs are nice too.
Yeah, it's going to make the world. So we're going to bring streaming, everything to you guys.
So this is the guest area. So when we do guests, we'll bring them in here. We're going to put some artwork, some cool things on. I know it looks a bit professional, a little bit too professional for us at the moment. But
we're just settling in. We're just settling in. We've only just been here.
Just
got
a
deal done a day. We've just got the swipes.
Just got the swipe cards. Haven't been paid yet. So we're doing this. I've got a little office in the back there. We're going to set up our daily or the other episode streams in there, and we'll come in here and we get guests. We're going to get more guests on because this is our job now.
Yeah,
we're in that deep. It's ridiculous. But big shout to Sam who hooked this up, and he's obviously a massive Christian, and this seems like it's sent from God because we needed this because under that house. Okay, smack on my head on the lights. Things keep breaking.
We went through a cyclone. We did it all. We're safe now. We're set up. It's clean. We're good.
It's crazy. Like this is exactly what I wanted, and we're in, baby.
We're excited.
But mate, enough of that. It's not about us.
No.
It's about AFL football and this weekend.
I just want to throw something to you before
You're doing it already.
Start talking about footy, and then we can talk about it.
Hey, so he just said, I've got a question.
This has been doing the rounds, and I didn't know it was doing the rounds that much.
Okay.
So who's winning this? 100 men or one gorilla? It's doing the rounds.
Is this like a trick question?
No, it's not. I actually don't know the answer to it.
100 men
versus one gorilla.
Fully grown outback,
big
alpha
silverback gorilla. I think they're 400 times stronger than the average male.
Okay, let's do the maths then. You need 400 people to beat them.
Wow, this is why. But surely 100 men.
If I've got 100 Mitch Robinsons going on a gorilla, you bet your bottom dollar I'm winning. I'm buying that thing back. 100 is
a lot of guys, and if you're not getting it done, us as a species, we're pathetic.
I don't know if this is it like something on the back of this, or is that?
No, there honestly isn't, and maybe I haven't done enough research, but I'm seeing a lot of videos about it. I'm seeing people saying 100 men, 100 gorillas. I mean, one gorilla.
100 gorillas. Look, to be honest,
what's your thought? Like, you're gonna have to go in depth.
I'm gonna go in depth. Okay, so 100 men, and they're fully grown men, strong. And a gorilla can just go for days. They've got teeth, they've got claws, they could rip your head off, they can do all that kind of stuff. I reckon 100 men will get it done.
I think 100 men are getting done. There's going to be a few casualties though, like the first blokes that are
90
off the
might
rip.
die.
Yeah.
90, I'm saying 90 will probably die.
But I'd
imagine...
But
it's that last 10.
You think of 100 guys, that is a lot.
Yeah. I reckon I could do it in 100.
Yeah.
100 me, I reckon, I could probably do it. And if we're doing 100 of the strongest guys in the world...
No, it's just average men. We're not, that's a whole different
If I've got 100 MMA fighters, we're taking his ankle off and then it's...
Of course, but we're talking average
100,
Joe blows
100
off the
average
street.
Joes? No, I don't know. I don't reckon.
Well, that's why.
Because they don't have that instinct in them.
It's one gorilla, though.
Yeah. But the gorilla's agile, can move around, can jump... Can just go like that and you're dead?
Yeah, well, I actually don't know if it's a trick. I haven't done enough research, but I will go with 100 males.
How can you do research on that?
I don't know. There might be a thing behind it, but I haven't looked into it that much. I've just seen it doing the rounds. But anyway, that's what I wanted to get into before.
Doing the rounds on what?
Just social media. You'll see it now that we've started talking about it. You'll take
because the bloody algorithm now is mysterious listening and everything.
You'll see.
I love that you just come in with that.
I heard it on Twitch. And then I seen the Adelaide Crows have done something on it.
Who wins in a fight, 100 men or a gorilla?
I think a gorilla would just claw him up, would it not? With his teeth in his claws and smash him up. Gorilla.
I was looking at this on TikTok. It's definitely the 100 men. One gorilla. That's serious? I'll take a gorilla by myself, right?
Nah, I've seen this in the past.
Who are you backing?
I don't know enough about the meme yet to...
Like no weapons or anything?
No weapons.
I think a gorilla gets it. 100 men. I'm backing us in.
Depends who. If it's 109 Curtises, the gorilla wins. If it's 100 Riley O'Brien's, I reckon 100 Riley O'Brien's get up.
100 men, surely. 100 people. It's a lot of people.
The phase adapt draft of these 100 guys that he picks. Actually, no, 100 men.
Gorilla. Definitely a gorilla. They're bigger and they're crazy. Can't see 100 men.
They were
Have they?
asking their players, and I was like, this is actually doing the
What was
round.
their senses?
Their senses were saying, well, Riley O'Brien thought he could do it by himself.
Oh, shut up,
But,
Riley. You can't even bloody...
a few people-
Riley O'Brien, mate, you send bloody your notes to Twitter. I don't know if you can take on a gorilla, mate. I know you're the smartest man in history.
So-
Ben Keys loves you and speaks highly of you.
Keezy
You can't do it, mate.
Keezy thought 100 men, so it is
I
doing
know,
the
I'm
rounds.
saying, I'm
but-
saying 100. 100 me, yeah?
Yeah.
Not 100. I don't know about 100 average.
Okay,
Think about all the office nerds out there.
yeah,
They're like, oh, dead.
yeah, straight away.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
into the footy stuff we go.
Oh, no, actually, you saw the stats. You sent them to me last night. AFL versus NRL.
Oh,
It's just like,
and it just keeps, and it's magic around this week.
yeah, and we're going Sunday.
We're going,
Shout out to
and we've spoke to these people. Willie Mason.
Yeah.
The stats are not in your favour, brother.
They never will be.
You told us about the AFL Grand Final being boring, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had that's a fair opinion on the grand final.
That's
because,
because it's a one-off game.
But on the flip side, we went to the NRL one. It was the same thing.
It was
boring.
worse.
It was good defensively, but like
It was
I
a
don't want
worse.
that.
But yeah, to the NRL people, and I like NRL, and
I really do.
and I've got heaps of friends there.
Yeah.
But yeah, AFL is just
They'll never
showing
trump
why
us.
it is the best sport in Australia.
Keep taking your game over to America because we don't care about it in Australia. Like I reckon it's second biggest sport. Yeah, sweet. Just be happy with second.
Yeah.
Just be grateful that soccer or something like beating you because that's a world sport and they don't do anything here. But AFL is just
Yeah, it's trumping
way
them.
above.
And I think it's just getting out of control how far ahead it's getting.
But they don't have a leg to stand on. Just be happy with second. That's what I'm saying. Be happy with second.
Yeah, and it's still a good sport.
It's a great sport.
So
I would have been better at NRL than AFL, I reckon.
Probably.
100%. But people, yeah, on being great, there's something that's been piping up and it's on my feed. It's like your gorilla thing.
yeah,
It's on my feeds at the moment and I'm a bit dumbfounded by it, to be honest. People are saying Darcy Moore should stand down as captain immediately because of Nick Dacos and the reception he had when he came out on the ground on Anzac Day and the performance and the way they won, and you could see the troops were up and about for him. More so, I think, for the game. I don't know about him, but he obviously relished that. He's going to be captain one day. Asking Darcy Moore to stand down would be the dumbest thing in the history of their club. Like, you would not stand down mid-season after the teams voted for you to be captain.
Yeah.
That's for a reason. They don't just do it for willy-nilly. To ask him to stand down makes zero sense to me, and I don't know why people say it.
I could imagine inside Collingwood's
They'd be
walls,
laughing.
they're all laughing at it, saying, "What a ridiculous thing." But at some point, I seen Steel Sidebottom say, at some point he will be captain.
100%.
So
It can't not be. If
like-
he wants to be, he will be.
there's no point like standing down. He's going to be there one day.
Yeah.
So just buy his time. Fans, let him buy his time.
Yeah.
Let him, like, he's still so young.
Let
him grow-
He's so young.
Grow into it a bit more. Like, he's done one game.
Yeah. I feel like if they did, they're not going to do it anyway, but
No.
for people to ask it is silly. But on the other side, if they weren't winning every game, does he have the capability to be that guy? Like, we've seen him kick up a stink every now and then. I don't think, like, he needs to be a leader like
Well,
that.
his performance is...
He doesn't need to be a leader.
No.
Doesn't need to be captain.
No.
People are going to, like, fly the flag regardless for him. He doesn't need to have that
Yeah,
tag.
and Steele said he's one of those guys that drag his teammates along anyway. So
Exactly.
just to the fans...
If they wanna win,
cool it.
If they
Because
wanna-
they'd be
yeah.
having a good laugh at you, whoever's commenting that.
100%.
'Cause
And it
he's
was like,
gonna
it
be
was
it one
some,
day.
like, media people too saying it. I was like, what
Yeah,
the...
cool it.
Like, yeah.
Cool the Jets.
And in the media, holy dooly, in the media resource.
What
This is like we talked about this yesterday when it broke.
Oh.
The North Melbourne Footy Club have banned Kane Cornes from all media, anything to do with the North Melbourne. So
I've got mixed emotions about it.
I do too. At the same time, I'm thinking, okay, they've banned him from doing an interview with Clarko. It was him and Hodgie.
Yeah.
They're going to
'cause
talk to him.
There's been a bit going on
There's
with
been a
that.
bit, more than
Yeah.
a bit. And they've gone, hell no. This guy is just coming after us. And the quotes are vindictive, which is a pretty big word. It means you've got some vendetta on the bastard.
Yeah.
Bullying, target attacks, like just going after the players for no reason. And I will agree with some of those. The other half are like he's not vindictive. He's not targeting. Or actually, no, yes, he is targeting and he is bullying. It is online.
Is he
it's
bullying?
It's media bullying.
Because if they were going all right, I don't think Kane would have anything to say.
But the people he's going
So, but
after are
he's
going
in-
all right.
In the industry.
I'm just thinking, let's be honest. He's going after him for whatever reason. Why does he care so much about Harry Sheasel? Like,
Because
no one
I think
cares.
he sees him as a really valuable player to North.
Yeah.
And sees him playing out of position where he can be more damaging sort of in that mid front half rather than getting his stats side to side down back.
Is Cornesy a coach?
Well, no.
So what?
But he knows footy. He's been in the media. He's in the media. It's his job to report on it. So is he bullying? I'm not sure.
I think it comes to a point
I
of
think
bullying when it's every week.
It's harsh.
Yeah.
It's very harsh.
They're losing.
They're losing, and it's very hard to put it on someone that's in their third season or whatever.
I think Shees was doing good, man.
The word bully might be a bit harsh for Cornesy.
If you were messaging me every week, like, I don't know you, and you're messaging me every week saying, "Oh shit," you're like, I'm saying.
I don't think. But he does. He doesn't. He always backs him and says he thinks he's a very good player.
Yeah. Okay.
He just wants to see that utilised a bit better.
But you don't have a say though. Who cares?
I know, and he might be.
It's North
and
Melbourne.
he
They are
always
terrible.
He backs it with stats. So Sheasel last year was 11th ranked player in the competition.
Yeah.
He's now 254th. So I guess Cornesy's sort
If you're
of
going off his rankings, though, man, he has this all the time. He has
that's what he
Taranto
does.
stuff out of the 250.
That's what he does. He backs these things with stats.
Yeah,
so
I rate
it's hard
that.
it's hard not to agree with him at times. I think he is being a little bit hard,
Yeah.
but I don't know about bullying.
If I was like getting 30s every week in a shit team and I'm a 30 player and we're not winning games and I'm doing my job, if he's not doing something right, who's going to talk to him? Clarko is going to go, "Hey mate, you should be using the front half."
Yeah, but
it's just they probably can't get. If he's not getting the ball in the back half, who's getting the ball?
yeah, I'm not sure.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
He
But
can't
then-
do everything. He can't
but
be
on the
back
other
half,
hand,
front half.
I've been at Brizzy when we've been
Yeah, we've
struggling,
waxed. We've
and
waxed.
I've seen Zorko have 30, and it is the most damaging 30 and be an All Australian.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in a shocking team, he was the only one to make it.
We
And-
also waxed hard though.
yeah, but he was so damaging with that. Like he was the
Yeah.
evident. Like
But in a shit team,
he got tagged when we were sitting second last on the ladder
yeah.
because they knew stop Zorko,
Yeah.
you win this game.
Yeah, but no one needs to stop Sheasel because they're just a crap team.
So
But
I don't
and
know.
saying that, like, I can back that up because we had a rule at the Lions I spoke about before. It was called a red jacket.
Yeah.
Before that was a
Get
sub
it
thing.
into this guy's hands.
Give it to that guy.
Yeah.
And we weren't winning games. We're getting pumped actually by 100-something points. We had
Yeah.
players getting Brownlow votes. I understand that, but I just like, who cares about Sheaves? Like, let him, like, yeah, he could be better at getting his touches better, but you don't have to talk about it all the time.
No, that's fair.
I feel like you don't have to talk about him all
That's
the time.
fair.
Like, okay, so
been
you've
week
had your
after week.
opinion this week.
Yeah,
Why is it on again next week? Why do you keep going week?
it's because of the position North's in.
I just reckon he hates North Melbourne because of what they went after him, because Jason Francis stuff went to
Yeah.
Port. I reckon he's like, oh no, North pissed me off that time. I'm just gonna go after him. Who cares?
Fair enough. It's good entertainment.
I feel like banning's
mean,
a bitch move.
Yeah, don't ban him.
That's a bitch move.
I'm happy.
Just say
for-
no to a
like,
few things.
Yeah, and like if you don't want him in the rooms, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
that's,
if you don't want him in the rooms, 100%.
that's fair. But full banning, like, yeah, I don't know.
At the
but
same
anyway,
time,
it's great entertainment.
At the same time, I rate it too by the clubs because they have the power.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a dickhead or like you think someone's been a dickhead, you can ban whoever
And
you
we
want.
like seeing that because
Yeah.
like sometimes the way people are treated is like
They treat
now
journos
they-
like the god of the bloody
now they
AFL.
don't want like players don't want to do media and stuff. So I see where it's coming from.
I remember like we have to be so nice to journos and stuff, and we have to give robotic answers, but they will dog you in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
In a
If
heartbeat.
there's a good story to break, they'll dog you.
So I love it. I love the guy. No, you know
So,
what? This guy's out of
I've
here.
even called a few journos myself and
Yeah, you have.
done the 360 on them. But
You have. That's
you know,
actually very, very funny.
so.
But no, I think it's a bitch move by North Melbourne. At the same time, I don't mind it. Like, if you don't want that bloke in the rooms and stuff, just say, hey, mate, you're not coming in the rooms when you're not talking to any other players at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
can you keep doing what you're doing? Have
hey,
your opinion, sweet, but you're not
Best
coming
way
in.
to shut him up is start winning some games.
Yeah,
and,
that's what I was
you
thinking
know,
straight away.
Like, but that's
Don't
it.
cry about journos. Cry about not winning
Yeah,
and figure out a way to win.
correct.
So it's not their fault that you
Yep.
suck. But I reckon he went a bit hard. He's going hard on
Okay.
the bloke. That's all. All right, and on other blokes, Lockie Neal trade chat has ramped back up. He's been in the.
Don't talk to me about it.
I
Don't
know,
talk
mate.
to
I've
me
been
about
through this with you, and everyone thought I did that tweet.
Yeah, you did do that.
So
tweet.
don't you
Anytime-
leave? We got you Brownlows. Nah, but
you did.
I didn't
you
do
did
that. I was
do
with
that.
you guys. Yeah, but Lockie Neal trade chat. He's a free agent until the end of next year. Oh no, he is a free agent at the end of next year. He'll be
Yeah.
34 when he's out of contract. He's signed until next year. Do you see that bloke going anywhere after next year? Why is he holding out?
No, I
He'll
don't.
be 34. He's pretty old.
Yeah, I don't know if I see him going anywhere.
It wouldn't
and-
surprise me.
And if he does, I'm not sure that it matters
No,
because
he's done his work.
he come to us when we we're struggling.
He's paid.
He has paid the club
He's paid him.
hugely. Brownlows.
don't even-
Now
I
he's
think
a captain.
he's deserved more
he's
money.
He's won the premiership there. So If he does, I mean,
Don't hate on him if he leaves.
there would be no hate because
Nah.
he come to it when again we're struggling.
Yeah.
And he's worked his way up. So
we're on the up. He made us great.
as a teammate and as a friend, I'd love to see him stay. And now as a fan, of course, I'd love to see him stay at Brisbane. But at the same time, if he left, I'd be like,
I'd be good luck with everything, mate. You've been
knowing that I've played with him and
Yeah.
knowing and seeing what he's done for the footy club.
Yeah.
It'd be totally up to him, and it's probably a family decision.
Yeah,
and stuff.
100% going back to Perth. And you could say to your kids one day, I played with Lachie Neale.
Yeah.
Great bloke, like ripper bloke.
Come
One of
to the
nicest
club when
guy
they were
ever.
struggling.
Yeah.
Turned
Turned
it around. I mean, a part of a lot of people,
Oh, yeah,
but
not just him.
you know, he's pivotal for the club. So I don't even want to talk about it because I hope he stays.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise this was a topic.
No, it's popped up a couple of times.
I didn't realise it was popping up.
Yeah.
But
No,
we'd
'cause
love to
it's,
see
it's
him.
because at the end of the next year, his contract's out. He hasn't re-signed,
Yeah,
and he's a
okay.
free agent. He can just go for free.
We'd love to see him finish up at Brisbane, but
Yeah.
if he doesn't, so be it.
I reckon. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. You know what? After next year, and if we don't win but don't win a flag, I don't think that's be all end all for him. He'd be like, yeah, no, I'll just sign 2 more years or 4 more years up in Freo. Happy days.
Yeah.
Like start at Freo, Brisbane, finishes at Freo.
Okay.
So he might have a soft spot for him. Who knows?
Yeah.
But he's here for another 2 years. Why not go back to back? Get a
Yeah.
premiership this year, and then you know what? Whatever happens next year,
But
happens
his
next year.
service has been
A+.
A1. So
We're close.
we'll close.
And Logan Morris, like I don't know this guy. I've met him a couple of times at the
Yeah.
gym. Some
Funny bloke.
Some Vic clubs are chasing him hard.
Yeah.
Apparently very hard. There's like 4 teams who are like, we want this kid.
I could guarantee if you were at the footy club, he would have been one of your guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've met him a couple of times.
To a T.
Yeah,
to
I've
a
met him a couple
T.
of times.
Kyle Oman, just
Oh, what?
around that caliber. Harry
Just a
Sharp.
big goofy guy.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
Love that. What do you think? You know him obviously pretty well and stuff. Like, I guess these things you never know till you know. Logan Morris, I feel like he's cementing his position at the Brisbane Lions. They're a very successful
And
team.
in the competition.
Yeah. So he's
And in
got
the comp.
he's got all the ability to be something special, and we picked him up very late when no one else took him.
31. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Got his first game because of a bit of a laid out and all that type of stuff.
Took
Eating
his
McDonald's and whatever.
Yes.
But took his chance. Premiership player now.
Yeah.
And I feel as a key forward and at his age, it's so hard.
they're hard to find.
It's so and it's so
Well, it's
hard,
hard
to
to be
perform.
good, yeah.
and he's only in his second year.
Yeah.
So
It would have been easy for him when
they
they
touted
had
him now
Joey
as-
and Hippie and stuff there now.
Yeah.
Joey's gone, Hippie.
and he's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
So he is a player, and they're touting him now in that draft as the number 1 pick.
Shivers.
And I think, and that's Harley Reid's draft, Nick Watson, all those type of guys.
No,
the
he's
Wizard.
not number 1.
And
No, he's not number 1.
I think so.
No, man, Watson. Like, take away the premiership.
Watson's gone up. He's
Take away
like,
the premiership.
He's in third. Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying take it away. Like, who do you think's the best player at the moment?
Well, I think he's showing his worth. Why he could
Yeah, that's
be,
a shit answer.
Yeah, no.
Do you still think he's number 1? Take away the premiership.
Yeah, 1.
No, I don't believe that.
1.
No, man, I'll take Watto any other week. He's a gun. And then you got Harley
but-
Reid. If Harley Reid had his head screwed
But
on
those
properly,
tools are hard to come by.
Harley Reid at a good club. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. This is all
You can find forwards every day,
hypotheticals.
mate. You can find key forwards every day.
hypotheticals. But right now, well, he's definitely better than 31. Put it that way.
Yeah, let's just say that. He's probably top 2
And
draft
so
pick.
there is touted that he's going to earn millions.
They said these clubs are throwing millions. I'm
So
like,
I hope
that's tantalising.
I
on the
hope
lips,
Brizzy
mate.
has a gold chest waiting
They
for
will.
him. They
Hey,
have
if
to.
Lockie's leaving.
They have to. So
I don't know if the Lions consider him to be millions.
stop
of
saying
dollars.
Lockie's leaving. Just don't say that. Don't say that stuff.
I don't know if the Lions think he's a $1 million player, so I don't reckon he'll get that here.
Well, who knows?
Me.
But
I
anyway.
do the accounting. But yeah, that's just a few things I've seen, mate, and I know
Yeah.
they're close to your heart, so I thought I'd bring it up because I can see
yeah,
you getting
that's
hot over there.
yeah.
All right, Matho, this is our favourite segment. It's Joe Ask, and he wants to know, is this the biggest Q clash in history, most relevant Q clash, has the most on the line? It is 2nd v 3rd. Oh my God, but first, let's get changed into our colours.
Let's do it.
Ooh, we are in our colours, mate. If people don't know, I'm a Gold Coast Sun supporter this year.
That's not it, bro.
I know it's not it, but you know what's not it? You still haven't given me back my match worn, my last season, my last game in AFL. You haven't given that back. Why?
Because you're not getting it back, and there's a reason. Is
I'm wearing
because I wore this
Yep.
every time last year in the podcast in the finals
Yeah, that was-
for Brizzy, and I said every time I'm not taking this jersey
Mm-hmm.
off. It hasn't been washed since the grand final
Jeez, you
night.
filled it out a bit
I
more.
still smell. Yeah, it's a bit tight. I still smell the cologne from the grand final night that I wore on it.
Yeah.
And it's all
She's
got
looking tight, brother.
all the stains and everything. So
It's seen some things that a lot of people never got to.
yeah, and that just means Brisbane are probably going to win this weekend too.
Because
every time I've worn
every
it-
time we put it on, they won.
We win. So
Yeah, it's crazy. That's been in some serious behind the scenes Brisbane Lions grand final.
oh yeah,
That's cool.
it's seen it all.
We need to frame that. We'll put it in the podcast room.
Yeah, it'll
Let's
be
go get
going
framed.
up.
Get
It'll be going
if you can
up.
get those
This
guys
is
to sign
This
it,
is a special one. I'll probably get a few signatures.
we
yeah.
might have to send it over. We'll just get our mates, but we might have to send it over to Joey because he's in Europe living at the moment. Apparently.
Oh, yeah?
So
Yeah,
we might just try
good.
and, I don't trust sending it over to him.
Yeah.
He's like a gypsy now.
He'll come back.
He's like a gypsy. He just goes everywhere.
So,
But yep, as I mentioned, mate, it is the Q Clash. I don't know what number it is, but it's a fair few now.
Sunday at 7:20. Public
That's a
holiday the
late
next day.
game too
yeah,
on a
public
Sunday.
holiday though.
It's not the worst thing being on Sunday night.
Nah.
Because
bit
you know
more
what?
time to recover.
You know why they've done it?
Bang.
Because it's a massive day for Magic Round, and they're trying to get people to the Gabba.
They're
They're
calculated.
very calculated. But it's the biggest Q Clash in history, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about a few things. Brisbane is 6-1. They are second on the ladder. Suns are 5-1, which is great. They're third on the ladder. But a couple stats. Suns haven't kicked 100 points to the Gabba in the past 6, but they are the highest scorers in the league at the moment. So that's going to come into play.
Interesting.
You know why? Because the Gabatoir, mate, it's a fortress. They don't
Yeah.
let people win easily. There's obviously bad blood there. This is
Heaps.
there.
Heaps
Brisbane
of bad
Lions
blood.
don't like Gold Coast. That's why this is such a dog move, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
They've always been little brothers. They might get a win here and there.
Yeah,
but,
they've beaten us here
but
and there.
it's like, this is what you do when you see the Suns, like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing well.
Yeah.
But they won't take this game lightly, let's be honest.
No.
There's always been a bit of drama. You know, Took versus Zorko stuff. I don't want to touch on that because it always gets
Yeah.
brought up. The Suns could have taken Zorko with all his picks. They didn't. Now Brisbane is the greatest player ever at Brisbane Lions.
Yeah. Spot fires everywhere
Spot
in the
fires
game.
everywhere.
flat
Stephen
out.
Main, shit mix, Steph Martin. He just
Hit
chef front him
Marty
into
Bones.
next
Yeah.
year. That was a very bad one. Started a fight. So there's a lot of history there in a short amount of time.
Heaps.
Is it the biggest? In your opinion, is this the biggest and most important Q Clash to date?
This is definitely the biggest one today.
Most on the line.
Like, just the way the teams are playing.
Yep.
Both touted, like, very good teams. Finals. This is Gold Coast's rise.
Yep.
Like, yeah, this is huge for both teams. Again, Brizzy to show why they're still the best.
Yeah.
And Gold Coast to say, well, hey, if we win,
We're on
this
the
is
way
how much we've improved.
I feel like exactly that. I feel like this is the game. We've had previous games where it's not like Colton and Collingwood or big rivals where it doesn't matter where you're on the ladder. It's going to be a close game. It has never been like that.
And
like,
yeah, this is like for a Q Clash. Like,
this feels like that.
this is actually feeling like a big rival
Yeah,
one. Like
yeah.
it's huge.
It'll be
So,
sold out, 100% sold out.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. So
Yeah.
we've got Magic Round on Sunday with KO, then you're dipping
Straight there.
straight there. I
Straight
would love
there,
to go to
so-
this game, to be honest.
But you banned
But
yourself.
I'm banned myself, which is fair. I'll never go to a
It
game
would have
again.
been pretty cool to sit
Would've
side
been
by
great.
side in there.
Content-wise,
You
great.
probably would have died there with the Brizzy fans.
I would have been getting
but
spat on probably.
yeah, this game's going to have everything. Like the midfield battle is going to be awesome.
It's just the matchups alone.
Kingy, you know, he's
on fire.
kicking so many goals. So does
Yeah.
he get Harris Andrews? Does Jackson Payne come back in for the Lions to take King?
Yeah, I say that. I reckon Payne comes in.
and
'cause
Payne's been-
Harrow's great defender. He's better being a third man over.
Yeah,
and
for
taking
sure.
steps.
He's a headache. So
Yeah.
Payne's been in excellent form. That's all I'm hearing from the boys
Yeah.
is how good
Payne's
is
most
going.
improved, apparently.
So whatever they're showing in the tape at the club, we're not seeing. But
I'm not seeing live,
you don't
but
see
they
it
must be
live.
showing some
He's-
things behind the scenes.
He's just So
and they don't piss on people's pockets.
and he
down
was
the
sick
Gabba.
last week, so I'd imagine he'd be
Oh,
all right this
boo-hoo,
week.
he's
And
sick, mate. Get over it.
but yeah, this game's going to have everything.
Yeah,
This will probably be the game of the round.
100% will be.
So
Like if it doesn't end up being that way and Lions just smash them, yeah, all good. But on the flip side, if the Suns win, I reckon that's a big talking point.
yeah,
Like
and
the
it's
Suns are the real deal. If they win this weekend at the Gabba, Lions are firing, the Suns are on the up. If they win this weekend at the Gabba on Sunday, I reckon like you got to start taking them serious.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure. 'Cause,
they've got 5-1. Cool. They played a lot of shit teams.
yeah. This is
One
this
loss
is,
was.
This would be their biggest
Yes, this is the hardest game they've
game
had
on the
so
calendar
far.
from. So it's the Ashcroft medal as well.
Imagine the Sun winning it.
Two Ashcroft boys in it, so they're
Shit.
double a chance of winning it now. And
Fuck, imagine winning one of those medals.
yeah, have you won one?
Yeah, brother.
I never.
I should have won 2, but Chucky took one off me.
I got a few fines, but that was about it.
I think we've
So
all had fun.
who's your tip for the medal?
Yeah,
Just straight off the
okay.
bat.
From the medal, I think that Noah Anderson's going to get the medal. I feel like he's in great form, and it all comes down to who wins, obviously.
Yep.
Do I think the Suns are going to win? No. But I feel like Noah Anderson's going to have like 30-odd. He's going to kick like maybe 1 or 2 goals, and I feel like he might get the medal.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Well, Lockie Neal's been in some really good form,
The
but
weekend's game, mate. Jeez.
oh yeah, but he's so close. He's another chance for a Brownlow, I'm telling you.
No, he's starting to feel himself.
Yeah, he's starting to, and we know about the foot injury in that all last year.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going with Zach Bailey.
Oh, he loves Q clashes.
Loves them.
Did he win last year? He won one last year.
I think he kicked 6 in a game against them and didn't actually get the medal.
Yeah.
Or he might. No, he did.
I seen a photo recently of him wearing a medal.
Yeah, he did. He didn't get the 3 votes. Sorry. He got he got the 2.
Got the medal, but didn't get the 3 votes.
But I'll go with him. His form's been excellent.
Yeah.
You know, he kicked 3 goals, 2 last week, nearly goal of the year, right there, and then million Virgin points. Just missed him. But for me, his form's been elite.
And he won the jacket the other day, yesterday. He won the golf jacket they have, the annual golf jacket.
Zach Bailey for mine.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's going to be one of the best games we're going to see in a while.
One of the best Q clashes we've seen.
It's going to be the best Q clash.
It is.
I don't know. But it has the ingredients for a great recipe.
Absolutely.
And they can eat their cake too. What was your saying last year? Something like that?
I have no
idea. For the finals was really good.
Oh, it was a cherry on top.
Yeah, that one. All right, we'll jump into a couple other games. We'll preview Pies versus Cats. Now, this is a Pies home game. It's 1st v 7th. Pies are home and are on a roll. They've won 6 in a row. They obviously had the GWS hiccup, which wasn't the worst thing in the world. They were flying at the time. A Cats win would be massive because I don't really know where they're at. Like, obviously, they're 7th, so they're going to be in the finals, yes.
Yeah.
Have they got any injuries? They've got Grindmire's out, obviously, but Pies have McStay out. Do they have many injuries?
I haven't looked too
much. Or are
they
full strength?
They're close to full strength.
I think they are.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where they're at in terms of how scary they are coming into the finals. We know they're a finals team, and when they get there, they're going to be like a very hard one to beat. But I don't know if they're hitting their straps. Obviously, Bailey Smith's their best player at the moment, and you said in the preseason he's going to be the best trade this year, and he's living up to his expectations. So I just feel like if the Cats get this win, I will, just like the Suns, I will start taking them pretty damn serious because Pies are red hot.
Yeah, big fly. I seen in an interview, he was talking to his boys in the rooms after the game and says, you know, we used to be in close games and win them. Yeah. But he thinks now they've got gears. Like they can switch gears now and go take a further step and put big scores on.
That's just time under him.
So, and that's right. So they've obviously evolved their game there. But yeah, I don't know. Geelong have a never say die attitude. They always just seem to hang around. I mean, like that Adelaide game, even the Carlton game, they gave them a bit of a scare. Yes, they lost them, but they started coming back. So I think we're in for a game.
Yeah.
We're in for one.
Yeah,
and
they're like a little annoying brother. They're always there.
You know, Bailey Smith, Nick Dacos sort of in the middle is going to be one to watch.
A couple of the biggest stars in the game at the moment.
It's hard to say. Now McStay's out. What does their forward line look like? They've got Membry and...
Yeah. I think you can cover him at the moment. Like, Mastay is still finding his feet after coming back from injury and stuff, and he's obviously got another one which is sucks for him. But I feel like they can cover that.
So, I mean, this is going to be a good game.
Graham Myers is a bigger out.
Huge.
Yeah, he's a gun. He's a half-forward gun, sets him up. I don't ever remember seeing him miss a kick.
He's a score-assist machine.
Yeah, so good on him. Hopefully his recovery's going well. He'll be back next week after getting shit mixed by fucking Connor Nash. But, yeah, first 7th. I feel like the Cats get the job done. That's really, really good for them. Pies,
it's hard to go past the Pies for me, though. They're flying. They look really good.
I don't see any chinks in their armour.
It sucks for the rest of Australia.
It does. You know, I don't even care about the Collingwood fans being absolute grubs and bogans and shit like.
But I like guys on their team.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bobby Hill just signed a new contract. Shout out to Bobby Hill. Fucking love that bloke.
Like I love McStay.
Yeah.
We like
I like the players
Jamie Elliott. You know, we play Cobb.
They got a bit of swagger. But is Tom Mitchell playing?
No,
when's he back?
He's still grinding from injury.
Grinding what? Like content.
No.
Like
Ball
fucking
magnets,
doing so much. I don't know if that's is he playing or is he in the media now?
He's taking some time. Oh, he's doing both.
He's killing it in the media. Like, he's doing great shit.
Ball magnets and
he's on some commentary stuff. I'm like, does that fucking bloke play? Like, or did he just like sliding out and letting other blokes? So him coming back is just as like they got him to come back too.
They've got good depth.
Great depth. So Pies vs Cats, that's a big one. All right, the next one is a battle of the bridge, and this could be very bad for one team, but it is Swans are 14th, GWS are 6th. The Swans are stinking it up, we all know that. GWS back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of feeling, but the Swans have won the last 4 against GWS. So there's obviously a bit of feeling that we're going to this game. Both teams desperately need a win. GWS especially because they can't. If they lose 3 in a row, you start going like, what the fuck's going on with these teams?
Yeah.
Like, we know they're going to be in the finals, but you start like losing like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
And then you find AFL teams find out patterns on you, like why
trends,
you're losing,
baby.
trends in the game, and they exploit that. But dude, I got something for you. Do GWS have in the back of their mind the final they lost to Sydney, or have they moved on?
2 years ago?
No, last year. They were humming. I think they were 30-something points up. Similar to the Brisbane game. Then they versed Brisbane and dropped their bundle again.
I feel like they've just thrown a blanket over those finals and gone, hey, just forget about it.
That wasn't us. You seen our best was beating both teams that ended up in the grand final.
Yeah, they would have studied some serious stuff during the off season.
Will they take a chip on their shoulder coming into Sydney?
I hope so.
Or will they just because it's the battle of the bridge?
No, they'll have those little expectations on themselves. Hey, they dogged us last year, and then we would have been a great chance to beat Brisbane in the grand final.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, GWS had our measure. They beat us
twice. They look so good.
Twice in the regular season, one touch up, and then come back from 30-something points at the Gabba.
It takes a Gypsy Joe to kick 3 goals and then a couple in the last to win the game from impossible angles for knock them off. But
potentially kicking himself with a grand final, but
yeah. So they'll come into this game thinking, okay, let's just get this job done. Yeah. But I don't think players care about that kind of shit. They know especially Swans, that wouldn't be in their head. It'd be the Brisbane one.
Yeah.
Because that was international news. I feel like they're going to be more worried about back-to-back losses coming to this. They're not going to think, Sydney's got our measure, they'll be in the finals. It's going to be, we fucking own one. But let's just smash them this weekend and get back on the winners list. Because 3 in a row, I'll tell you what, they won't be wrapped with that.
So you've got a Sydney team who's struggling, and you've got a GWS team that needs to bounce back.
GWS all day.
And we are in for a good one.
I feel like we are.
So with Sydney, go back to your basics.
They need it.
Play your players in their best position.
You love this one. Who is it?
And put McCartan down back.
Coxie.
And leave him. Just leave him for the rest of the season.
Coxie, if you I know you're not listening.
He's not listening.
If anyone knows him or sees this, listen to Matho. Every week he's harping on get McCartan back.
And they might be. I don't really know.
Do you even watch the games?
So most of the time. Sometimes.
So he hasn't been playing forward. He hasn't been playing back.
Well, he had been playing forward. I don't know if they're swinging him back, but what it is, don't forget about swinging forward.
Where's the Bloods culture gone?
Just forget about the swing forward move.
Where's the dog in him?
Put him down back. He's comfortable there. Let him get back to his best.
Is
down
Papley
there.
Back or?
I'm not sure. Is he back this week?
Yeah, I saw his name in the team and
But anyway, leave him down there.
Yeah.
There's no reason to move him. He's your best defender down there. Free up Nick Blakey. Stop playing him on a tall. Let him run up the ground.
You know why he's done it though? Because they had no one kicking goals in Granny.
I know.
So he's like, we need this shit.
It's not the answer.
Maybe think about it when you get close to the Granny.
Take your best defender out.
Yeah, I'm saying get back to the Bloods' roots. Get to the culture. They were not... Every time I come up against Sydney, I was thinking in my head, fuck, it's going to be a contested game. It's going to be a scrap, arm wrestle. They have better talent. They're going to win. That's Sydney culture.
But
now it's fucking Sydney.
Isaac Heaney is a better target forward than what Tom McCartan is.
Put him forward.
So don't worry about Tom McCartan.
He'll still get 20 at half forward.
Yeah. So don't worry about putting him forward.
20 and 3 goals.
Let the guy cook down back where his best position is.
If Papley's playing, you got to start being that little fire starter again.
So
I haven't seen anything about him.
Just go back to your grassroots, Sydney. Yeah. And but GWS for mine too.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, in just saying this, so we've got 2 rival games this week.
I thought they should have done the whole weekend.
Right? AFL. Let's do a rivalry round.
Do they have one?
No.
I think we've got 20 multicultural rounds.
Yeah. Let's do a rivalry round. And I get there's not.
I'd love it. So do an opening round.
You got the showdown.
Yep.
Do that.
Yep.
You've got the
LA
derby.
showdown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The showdown.
The derby.
You got the derby.
You've
got the battle of the bridge.
Yep.
You got the Q clash.
Yep.
And then
Collingwood, Essendon, Hawthorn.
Essendon, Hawthorn, and then
whatever. Who's the other teams? Kangaroos. Who they got? Any rivals?
So I don't really know, but the rest. But what I'm saying is match the genuine rivals up, and then just put the rest.
I love that. Yeah, I think there is a rivalry round. So there's not though.
There's not.
They have to do that.
That is my idea for them.
We've talked about the AFL not having a nuffy on board. They need one. They got some wanker who's doing the fines and the suspensions. Kick him out. Bring Matho in.
Bring me
no
in
one's going to
for the ideas.
No one's going to spend it, and he's going to be doing good.
Because I know what makes people tick.
Yeah, because you're a full blown nuff.
So I would love to see a rivalry round.
There has to be.
We have the gather round. Boom, couple of weeks down the track, rivalry round.
There has to be though, right?
You know.
I thought there would have been.
There's not.
Maybe because every team has a rival, but just make one up. Yeah, I agree. I'm dumbfounded. I thought there was one. All right. Those are 3 games we're going to talk about, mate. Let's get stuck into our tips. And you're 1 point ahead. So on the weekend, we had 6 each, 6 apiece. The week before, it was horrible. I had 2. You had 3.
Yeah.
We'll learn from that. And the thing is, people, when we do these tips, we don't have the ins and outs prior to the games. We have tonight's game. This is a Thursday recording. We know what's on tonight.
I tip off last week's knowledge.
We just go off gut feel.
People who are potentially out from last week, that type of stuff. I don't know anything coming into the game.
If we're doing a tipping comp, we'll wait for obviously the games to come out.
Yeah.
So, but this is us. It's going off what we know. All right, so the first
seeing
game.
you in that pink jersey, man.
Oh, man, I look good on camera though with this.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you say. First game tonight. Oh, Bombers and North. Stop bullying me.
Yeah, well,
Stop it. Win a game.
I'm going to tip the Bombers are going to bully North Melbourne
Win
tonight.
a game. It'd actually be cool to see North come out and beat Bombers.
Yeah, well, I want to see them
I wouldn't tip
bully North Melbourne tonight.
I'd like to see it, but I'm going Bombers too. All right, Saints versus Fremantle Dockers. Now, Fremantle are on a bit of a little something.
Yep, so this is why I hate tipping when this team's in, so I have to go Freo.
I'm going Freo too because I don't know where the Saints are at. Like, there's so many teams. There's 1 to 4 or probably like 1 to 6 in the AFL. I kind of have a gut feel.
Yeah.
The rest are like, I don't know.
Because they were nowhere against Brisbane, St Kilda.
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
you have Freo that beat Adelaide. So I'll
and
go
Big
Freo.
Ross, the boss, is coming out just like whacking journals left, right, and centre.
Yeah, he's smoking them.
Yeah.
So Freo.
Yeah, I'm going Fremantle too. All right, we've got the Bulldogs and Port Adelaide. And I will say, we have a massive guest on in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Massive guest.
It's great.
But that's got nothing to do with this.
Huge.
But what's your tips for Dogs versus Port? Doggies home ground.
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Yep, Bulldogs all day. They have all the ingredients, as I said before, for a pretty good push for the final. Mm-hmm. The final dance.
Yeah.
If they can get a couple of players back, obviously there's a couple of injuries.
They've got ingredients.
Darcy's going to get back.
They've got ingredients to actually
mate, they can make a great
push
feed.
for top 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They'll be thereabouts.
Yeah.
I just don't see like weakness really besides a couple of injuries.
For sure.
And one player not playing. But yeah, I'm going Doggies too. All right, Crows versus Blues. And this game, you'd think you'd tip someone, but I don't think we will.
I'm going for the Navy Blues.
Oh, shivers me timbers.
This is my first time tipping them.
For the year.
Oh, no, second, because I tipped them against Richmond.
And look what happened to that. That's why we stopped.
Yeah.
Brother, that's a big one. Crows at home. They're in a bit of shambles at the moment. They lose our mate Hingy for
yeah.
I don't know how you get a week for that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you connect with someone's face, you get done.
Who you got?
I'm going to go Crows. I feel like Crows at home, they get like a little bit excited. And they get like the crowd's there. The crowd is like, I love Adelaide Oval, the atmosphere.
So good to watch footy there.
It's nearly my favourite.
It's right up there. I loved
probably goes
I
Gabba,
loved playing
MCG,
there.
and then
Their surface was so nice to play on.
It was
that was just my opinion.
I would be rapt to get knocked down because it's the best sleep ever on that ground. But yeah, I'm going the Crows at home. I think that it's going to like get that little bit of extra over the Blues at their ground. All right, we got the Pies versus Cats. This was probably the hardest one for the weekend to tip.
Yeah, I'm going the Pies. MCG, the Army will be there.
Yeah, it's hard for the Cats to travel an hour down the road though.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
You bitches! I can't believe they get to do that. Like, I don't remember them playing away.
No, they don't play away.
I actually can't remember.
Away is MCG for them.
That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like the Pies are just steamrolling teams and they're so confident.
Yeah.
They've got that confidence as a grand final confidence.
Yeah, it is.
Like Houston back looks really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dacos bros
all those
guys.
Like
The old firm are dominating.
It's going to be good to watch Smith Dacos.
I don't think you're going to see it that much.
Yeah, they both run hard as, so I don't think
you'll
see something.
If they play on each other, they're both going to have 30.
Yeah.
Minimum. Because they won't even, like, they'll start next to each other and be like, oh, good luck, I'll see you after the game.
Yeah.
That's how they'll play.
No, it'll be good. It'll be a good watch, this one.
Yeah, I'm going the Pies. I feel like that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Eagles v Demons.
Demons.
Yeah, like, give me 2 weeks ago, I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, probably. No, Demons.
Demons for me.
Eagles are in big
I will say, I've
shapes.
never seen a club going through as much as these.
They've just had, like, a private meeting too.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, talking about
what?
Just the club. Where it's at.
I got one contact
where
that
it's
hit up
going,
and asked what's going
on and off.
They need that.
Like how
they needed that way
Allen
way months ago.
been dealt with, injuries, like just on and off.
They got more leaks at that club than a shit old tin fucking water storage unit.
Yeah, I don't know. So
anyway, I've only seen the Melbourne Demons of the past when they were terrible. How bad stuff was getting out and how bad the club looked. North Melbourne are pretty shit for as long as I can remember, since maybe like 2010 they played finals. I don't know, just gone off head memory. The Eagles are, at the moment, it's as bad as I've seen.
If you're any of the other clubs,
I'm getting the fuck out of Eagles.
No, playing Eagles is just like you don't want to play them because you don't want to lose to a club that are nowhere.
Yeah, that's extra stress and pressure.
Yeah, so
because if they beat the Lions, it would have been like,
So anyway, but
yeah, mate, I'm going.
So
Demons.
Demons.
Yeah, if Eagles win, good on them, but I'm not tipping for them ever.
No.
All right, we've got the Battle of the Bridge, Swans versus GWS. Swans home game, doesn't really matter, but it is a big game.
GWS.
Yeah, I feel like the GWS, they don't want 3 losses in a row.
No.
Back-to-back.
Too good for 3 in a row.
Yeah, it's back-to-back's not even good for them.
Too good.
Swans, they're just really, I don't know where. We've given them to round 12, haven't we?
Yeah, give them some time.
Give them to round 12.
Go back to your grassroots, give them some time.
Yeah, go back to what you know and how you play. Yeah. And I don't know if Coxie might be just feeling the pinch. I don't know what's going on over there. But obviously Chad Warner signed for 2 years, which is great for them. Shuts the media up for a little bit. And I think Grundy did too, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm going GWS. All right, we got the Hawks and Tigers. Hawks, don't even talk about that.
Yeah, Hawks all the way.
Hawks, and then we got Lions and Suns, baby. Biggest game.
Lions for me.
Biggest Q clash ever. I'm going Lions too. All right, everybody. That is Rip Through It preview round 8. And what a round 8 we have. We think it should be called the rivalry round. Give more rival games this weekend. Yeah. We got 2 big ones, which is great. But other than that, it's pretty, But we're excited for this.
We're in our new setting. It feels good.
I'll give you a 2 soon.
But thank you to our major sponsor, Joey Fortune.
Yep.
You know, we couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. To everyone, we're going to bring you some great content. This is just a start. I know we're at round 8, and we always probably say this, but we are really here now. Yeah. We're going to bring streams to you, all different things, not even just footy based. There's going to be different things coming. Thanks for all your support. We love you, and see you next week.
See you next week, boss.